Bilal stood on the rooftop, ready to call the believers to prayer in Medina. He opened his mouth to say the familiar words of the Adhan, Allahu Akbar, God is greatest. But suddenly, his voice caught in his throat. He tried again, but only tears came. He couldn't do it. Five prayer reminded him too much of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It was the Prophet who had freed Bilal from slavery. It was the Prophet who chose him, a former slave, to be the very first muezzin, caller to prayer in Islam. Hearing Bilal's beautiful voice calling the Adhan had always brought the Prophet peace and joy. Now the Prophet was gone. The deep sadness Bilal felt was overwhelming. The city that once echoed with his call felt empty and silent without the Prophet's presence. How could he stand and make that call, knowing his beloved friend and liberator wouldn't be there to hear it? The thought was too painful. He tried a few more times in the following days, but each attempt ended the same way, choked by tears and unbearable grief. The man whose strong faith had helped him endure terrible torture as a slave now found his heart broken by loss. Seeing Bilal, the brave and faithful companion, so overcome with sorrow, brought tears to the eyes of others, like Umar ibn al-Khattab. Knowing he couldn't stay in Medina without his heart breaking daily, Bilal eventually left. Years later, visiting the Prophet's city again, he was asked to give the Adhan one last time. As his voice, older but still clear, rang out over the rooftops, the people of Medina wept. They remembered the Prophet, and they remembered Bilal's deep, unending love for him, a love so strong it had once silenced the most beautiful call to prayer. He left Medina again, his sadness carried with him, a quiet companion for the rest of his life in faraway Syria.